Extraordinary men, shadows embracing. West Coast means no fear of falling. Wheels spin as twilight's calling. Glory chase while night is sprawling. Digital dreams, high stakes brawling. We are the thunder, online leads. Racing gods, no rules, no fatigue. West Coast racers breaking peaks. Extraordinary and iron steeds. We are the thunder, online leads. Racing gods, no rules, no fatigue. West Coast racers breaking peaks. Extraordinary and iron steeds. Midnight wind.
What is that?
Rustling tire tracks.
Howdy.
Fuel on flames. Tearing the cracks. Virtual
And it's
flames.
rough coming back to this car.
The big grubber boy.
Drive, no turning back. Shout out loud, engines roaring.
Why does that turn my num lock off? It's so fucking weird.
Rush, velocity higher.
Whatever.
Circuits twisting, hearts conspire. Living fast, your desire. Our spirits wild as engines scream. Concrete jungle, living a dream. Burning rubber, neath moon's gleam. Racing like gods, adrenaline stream.
It's going to be angled. Velcro. I need to do something with that too. There's mounts and joys and things I need. I haven't exactly worked out what and where and how yet, so one thing at a time.
We are the thunder, online leagues. Racing gods, no rules, no fatigue. West Coast racers breaking peaks. Extraordinary men, iron steeds. We are the thunder, online leagues. Racing gods, no rules, no fatigue. West Coast racers breaking peaks. Extraordinary men, iron steeds. Midnight wind, rustling tire tracks. Fuel on flames, tearing the cracks. Virtual flames on concrete cracks.
That's fun.
Reckless drive, no turning back. Shout out loud, engines roaring.
So I bought that Schedule I game.
Velocity higher. Circuits twisted, hearts conspire.
No,
It's fun.
I was talking about the rear end of my car getting loose for no reason.
Concrete jungle.
So I ordered myself a replacement cushion, and the very next day they released a Pro cushion.
Can you return it?
Yeah, probably. Hasn't arrived.
gotta hate
yet.
when
It gets here tomorrow.
You gotta hate when Tommy's a bitch like that.
I had no clue they'll bring one out. But the haptics on that one are fine. I just lost a couple of the haptics and they're not serviceable, so I'm okay with getting the normal one. It's $70 more to get the Pro.
Oh, this
180
is like
to
a vibration
250.
speed?
Yeah, it's got 8 haptics in it.
The next level racing, right?
Yeah. They just released a Pro for 250 with stronger motors and I think better frequency.
Man, might be time to get one then.
Oh, they're magic, especially with the haptic pedals. Ooh, I love the setup. Didn't I had haptics
NPR,
go-
I'm sure would be baller.
Yeah. Even before I got the pedals, one of the best things was Mustang down the Mulsanne in VR.
I'd expect tonight to be a big loppy.
This track's just so much fun.
Yeah, Road Atlanta brings the boys to the yard.
That should be like this new slogan.
I love how I remembered how to drive. A little bit tighter than I want to be, but that happens. Wife and I are getting into pickleball, and that's going well.
I wish I had time for that.
Excellent.
Ah, dude, it's just one of those things. Like, I've gotten into like trail bike riding around this neighborhood that we're living in right now, and that, like, between that and pickleball to just get in shape and lose weight, dude, been fantastic. It's been great. Something, you know, get the competitive juices flowing a little bit, get out in the sunshine.
Good lap, man. Right side. Orbit.
Damn it. Sorry, Troy. My fault. I just fucking smoked him. I thought I was gonna get it. Alright, well, we'll get a drink.
Oh my god, so sorry. Sorry, Michael.
That was exciting.
Oh crap.
You okay?
Hey, Michael.
Yeah, man, are you okay?
I have no idea what's going on. My brakes keep just slamming down.
Oh, man. I was like, oh, what the heck? I just saw you go back.
They like let go and then they just slam on their own. I have no idea what's going on.
That was a good lap, man. That was a good one. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, thanks.
Because sometimes
Oh,
respect.
man.
That's
Right.
all. I need to look at my total train. I gotta give some time.
I almost want to blame haptics or something. Turn them off. Yeah, it's the haptics. Holy shit.
So what was it doing? What first of all, what haptics? You have like one of those latches on the back of it?
No, I just have homemade ones, but they've been working fine forever, but I can see that when they're on now, like the brake pressure doesn't go all the way down.
Oh, that's
That's not good at all. I'm going up the hill and it's just like...
Oh, I was like, why is there a 3? And I'm like, I didn't get here soon enough. Merm, merm. Nah, I'm cool when I don't have it all the time.
I did
Right side.
the mic right there.
Clear him.
I know it belongs to me. I just let people borrow it.
Fine.
Now I have to ask myself if I continue my experiment from last night of listening to rock and roll music while driving.
Yes, sir. The last 3 of those races, I literally died within the first lap, or maybe 2. I don't know. Those people cannot drive, bro. It was definitely a clown show. I was super surprised. I've done a couple of them. I mean, they're usually okay, but man, not that car, I guess.
All right.
I think it's
I'm
just
back.
the people, man. I think they're just having too many brewskis or something.
Welcome back.
Thanks, man. I leave and
Yeah,
I,
probably using
I brought all
keyboard
the friends.
mouse too to
apparently.
drive or something. Who knows? I lost 1,200 iRating from Draft Masters, by the way. We're at 1,300 now.
Why would anybody willingly, like, I know you do this, Shane, but like, why would anybody willingly drive Draft Masters?
Kind of like the same reason
Mic
people
check,
go
can you guys
throw
hear me?
money on a roulette table.
Fair enough.
Because sometimes you win.
Or betting a hot bet on a 12.
I came in like 7th in my split with the 500, with a like just fucked up radiator for the last quarter of the race. Oh, that was awful.
The worst feeling in the world is trying to unwind a bad incident at Talladega with a damaged car that's slow by yourself. Like, really? I gotta do this for 50 laps?
Yeah, dude, that's
Talking about
basically-
Cletus?
So now I don't even, I won't bother doing that anymore, for the most part. I like to finish races, though. You know, I have this thing, like, especially if it's on stream, kind of want to finish the race, but sometimes it's just, really, why are we damaging our mental health here?
Oh yeah, dude. That's my problem with. That's the problem I had in Daytona. Like, I would get dropped, and like, oh, there'd be a yellow, and they bring me back, and I'm like, dude, I can't do anything about this. And I was running an open race, and I didn't have a particularly strong setup to begin with, so it was just doubly bad.
I
Oh,
did
yeah,
I did a
I
day
hate
race, 80 laps the other day. Got caught in someone else's wreck, like within 20 laps. Ended up going a lap down. Had 6 minutes worth of repairs. Was getting a minute per caution. Got the last repair done in time for the green-white checker and got a top 10.
Well, aren't you just a lucky son of a gun?
And yeah, lucky being the operative word. Just, yeah, but that wasn't a fun race. That was a lot of
No.
misery.
That sounds miserable. That sounds so bad.
It's like, and we paid to do this for fun?
Sorry, man, I don't know this track at all. That's why I'm crazy all over the place.
Maybe people who just like to keep a D in oval like Draft Masters too, because they just don't care about anything else.
Yeah, and they race it a certain way. It's kind of like Sprint P Cup and MX5 and, you know, those really aggressive short races, Ferrari challenge type. It just seems to be that mentality. And then you get those guys and they jump in a longer race, but they're still doing it. Let's go 4 wide off the start. But, you know, pack,
Yeah,
race,
I usually
pack
just get
racing is
behind
its
them
own
and-
thrill.
That's why.
Get behind them and get
that's why
the positions.
Yeah, sorry. That's why when I run oval, I only run the NIS races because it's long enough to be like, all right, cool. I can just kind of hang out and let the morons do what the morons are going to do, and then I can have fun at the end.
And then the other thing is, I've had an A license for, you know, nearly 20 goddamn years, and I should use it occasionally and shouldn't bitch that I'm in a D license getting wrecked.
That's fair.
I feel a little bit like that with IMSA. Like, I go into IMSA and the driving standards just seem to be a little better. It's variable, but, you know, in trend.
The thing that bothers me the most about IMSA is the fact that, like, I'm so biased towards long run speed and just kind of keeping the car moving that in the 45-minute IMSA races, I don't have the appetite for it anymore. Like, it's like, okay, cool, to get a good result in the GTPs, I have to, like, really kind of abuse people to get them out of the way and, you know, sniff every half chance and all the stuff you need to do to gain IR in the splits I'm running in, and I'm like, I don't want to do this. I turn around and run IMSA-E and I have 2.5 hours, you know, 2 hours and 40 minutes to sit down and work it out, and it usually comes up pretty good, but
Yeah, I definitely prefer
I don't
the
have-
longer races where you can just, and because I'm, you know, I'm not that fast, but I can be consistent over a long period of time, and you know, you can get back time that way.
Yeah.
That's what I tell myself anyway.
Slow
and
I like
steady wins the race.
I like the racing when it's like, okay, cool, I can sit behind you for a little while, and then like we can actually make things work. Not, oh, I showed up on your bumper 2 corners ago, and halfway looked at the apex wrong. I'm just gonna send it through, and we're either gonna crash or you're gonna yield. Like that kind of shit just bothers the hell out of me.
Ditto.
And in endurance racing, you can let that go, and it's just like, all right, cool, whatever. I'll just I'll just follow you around and save the fuel and put 2 laps on you, and then I will never see you again. But I think they're at Road Atlanta next week, so I'm gonna probably try to get a couple cracks in here with the GTPs, see how that goes.
I was stream hopping last
at
night.
Laguna on the Mother's Day weekend. Aren't they at Barber, or do they not go to Barber anymore?
They don't go to Barber.
Indy's at Barber this week.
Oh, I might have to do that.
45 minutes strategy tire change. I like that.
Barber's so good.
Yeah, I did some laps yesterday.
I love that track.
It is a roller coaster.
It's hilly Alabama VIR, and I love it.
Oh yeah, and you can rip with the high downforce. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, so I was stream hopping after my stream last night, networking and generally being a nuisance, and jumped into a guy who was running GT4 at Suzuka, and there was
did you see me in there?
Heard you first. You were on the mic. I said, "Oh, I know that guy." It's like, "Oh, and you were leading." So yeah, good job.
The Keenan guy.
Yeah. Aerotech.
Yeah,
I think his streamers.
He was pretty good. He did well for us. I ended up blowing that race, which made me sad. I followed a guy around the. I don't know. I have a problem. I mean, because it was wet. It was as wet as the league race was, but qualifying wasn't. And I put it like 6/10 on the guy. I was like on pole by 6/10 in qualifying, and like just wasn't comfortable just eating it. Like I was like, I can pick up another couple of tenths here and not worry about it. So somebody pulled a real good lap out, and I was like, all right, well, I mean, I guess we'll just see. It's a raining race at Suzuka, and he's like a 2K guy, so we'll see. And I just kind of followed him around like on his bumper the whole time. And he finally made a mistake, and I shot through, and the other 3K guy there with me shot through too, and we just gapped them. And then I had a pretty comfortable lead, and then I took the I carried a little bit more. I'm so stupid. I took I passed the GT4 in between the 2 Degnas, and I was like, okay, cool. The guy that was behind me, it was about the same speed as me, is caught up behind him. So I'll just like kind of yeet my way into the hairpin, carry some more speed and get out. And it was a little too aggressive. I hit the brakes a little too hard, and it looped it around, and I got the car straightened out and came out right behind the guy that was leading. And then I just kind of chased, like I was chasing around and pushing him really hard, but he just held on to it, which sucks. But it was a good race. What was the stream like from Keenan's point of view? Because I know he started on the wrong tires and did not have a good time.
I was alright, but that was like halfway through by the time I jumped on. It wasn't too bad. Unlike
No, so
Mustang.
you probably heard me.
Go ahead.
No, so you probably heard me yelling at the guy for parking it on the exit of 130R.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah, there's a GT4. As me and the leader came through, like on this GT4 alone, and he tried to park it he like tried to park it out wide on entry as the leader came through, and then tried to park it on like wide on exit as I was coming through. And he and I both were like, "What are you doing? Like, you can't. Don't stop. What is going on?" It was a good race though. I had a good time doing that.
Anybody else's left side's just getting temperature of the sun hot?
Yeah, I can see that happening. Yeah, my left front's at 208.
Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. I don't feel bad now.
So this is one of those tracks where when you try to ease the tires, you actually end up going faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, Troy, have you thought about turning less? I mean, I don't...
Just go straight.
Yeah, like I don't know. Loosen up the hands. Have a good time. I don't know. No, I'm not gonna be.
I know.
How you doing, man? Travel all right?
Yeah, travel was good, man. Haven't sat in front of this monitor for a week almost exactly. So, just shaking a lot of dust off.
Sure. Did you guys avoid all the crazy storms last week? Or this week? Whatever that was?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it's been pretty mellow.
Yeah, my sister go to school out in Kansas, so I'm like much more in tune with the weather in the middle part of the country. Uncomfortable.
So I was only in Iowa from Friday afternoon until Sunday at like 5 a.m.
Oh, okay.
And then I flew to Vegas. So I've been in Vegas most of the time.
Gotcha.
Sounds way better.
Oh, it was too. Go from a funeral to hanging out with your friends, doing stupid stuff. Yeah, it's way better.
I don't miss living in Tornado Alley.
Oh, no.
I'm still here.
Spent many an evening under the stairs.
They got us with one last fall when that hurricane that fucked up North Carolina came through.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it came through and it was all like radar track tornado shit. My wife and I woke up to our phones just going ape shit, and we're like, what the hell is, like, what is happening? What is going on? I hate this.
That's always the worst when it's an area that doesn't know what to do with it.
Yeah, like we've had enough tornadoes as I've been coming along. Like, they're not unheard of. Like,
yeah.
It's happened enough to like kind of know what to do, but like it wasn't that it was like the once we saw it was a tornado, we're like, oh, okay, like we know what to do, we know where to go. It was just like it's not very often we get woken up at 1:30 in the morning for something, or it might have been 3. I think we had a race that night, so it was like 3 in the morning, and it's just like you get woken up to a blaring alarm, and we're like, excuse me, what?
Yeah, that wouldn't be fun.
No, it's not, and she and I are both biased to those alarms being non-tornado related, so it's like, okay, this is...
Wow.
We were very concerned, and we saw it was a tornado, and it was like, okay, well, that's concerning, but sure.
We got hit by a tornado. It just took the chimney off the barn, thankfully, but it was there.
Well, I'm happy that is all that happened.
Can't verify they sound like a train.
My wife's paranoid about it. She is not far from the Joplin one.
Yeah, either was I. I was in Bentonville.
You know what? I think that's perfect. That's a perfectly good reason to be paranoid about those things.
Hell yeah. Look at me in the top 15 in a GT3.
There you go.
Shane's out here driving now. Not that you weren't driving before, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Cockpit makes a huge difference.
And my whole left side is
Right.
clear.
Clear.
Turn 1 is a exercise now.
7's pissing me off that Mustang doesn't want to get around the corner.
7? Oh yeah, it doesn't want to turn.
I think I'm getting there. Use a little bit more trail.
Those are the type of things where I need to remind myself that throttle overlap isn't always good. God clocked me doing that at Ultra Slavin in the P3, and then I started looking for it in my data, and I was like, son of a bitch, I do that a lot more than I think I do.
Yeah, I was so confused. Because it wasn't just a little bit, it was a lot.
Yeah, I don't know, I've kind of worked out in that car to, like, oh, I'll brake to get the nose in, I'll just smash the gas to get the rear to sit down and we'll be okay. It gets me in trouble. Alright, let's see if I can't get spun out of turn 5 and turn 2 tonight. That would be sweet.
I really nearly clipped the Porsche Cup one, but I thought it might be cruel.
We'll see if the entire field gets through turn 1 and 3 and 7.
But it was also really underwhelming because you just hit the wall and it kind of just stopped.
Yeah, I didn't bounce too far. I was wondering if you were behind me when that happened. I was pretty proud of that too. We were fighting side by side for many quarters, and then I was just like, oh, bonk. Okay.
Be a 19.
Oh crap! You had Road Atlanta or the America 500. How'd it go, Luke?
It was a mixed bag for most of the race. Like I jumped out to like 5th or 6th at the start, and then I ran into this problem where about once a fuel stint. I don't know if it was a tire thing or what, but like I just forget how to drive for. It was like from whatever that turn is at the back straight up to the front straight. I'd either like run long or spin out the tires or just like snatch a brake somewhere and spin out.
On the right
I went down to like 14th and then worked my way back up to 9th and then was kind of on that yo-yo for most of the race, and I had the pace to probably run up and catch P8. But as I was passing, about 3/4 of the way through, I caught up to Matt Larkin and 2 other Audis going into the that left-hander right before the carousel.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I passed one of the Audis out of that fast right on exit, and I went steaming down the inside of Matt and the other Audi. Or Matt was in front and the other Audi was behind him, and they were kind of nose to tail. And I wasn't going to get Matt. And I was like, okay, like, I thought I might get Matt, so I positioned myself for the move. And I was like, well, I'm not going to get him, but I've kind of boxed out this other Audi. And so I'll just, like, I'll just let Matt turn down. I'll turn in behind him and then catch him before, and then, you know, run out after the carousel and just run away from him. And the Audi that was following Matt, like, dove for the apex like I wasn't there and spun across my nose, and then got off the brakes as he spun across my nose, like after he got off my nose, and I stopped. And the other Audi behind me, like, went around, and I was like, all right, cool. So I'll just go, like, I made my decision about, like, how I was going to get past the situation, and the guy released his brakes and rolled back and blew my left front off, and I was like, all right, that's cool. And that was really all she wrote. It was like, I had to tow, and it was like 8 minutes of repairs with 30 laps left or something like that. And I was like, well, I'm not doing this anymore. Like, I had just driven for 3.5 hours by myself. I was sweating buckets and everything else. It was ridiculous.
Oh, you were trying to pull that off on your own.
Yeah, I was gonna do it with Philip, but he had a whole bunch of stuff going on, so I was doing it by myself. I was cruising. I was in a decent space, but
yeah,
just wasn't meant to be. It was a good time. Like, I'll drive the car again. I'll do it again next year, but just one of those things that it's like, okay, well, whatever you say.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that sucks.
Nah, I mean,
monkey!
it is what it is. The guy was like, you should have committed to the pass, and I was like, I did? I don't, okay. Whatever, man, I'm not dealing with you.
Yeah. I was
nice
committed
though,
on the inside.
The pit stops were long enough to go take a bathroom break if you need to, because after about 2.5 hours, I was like, I need to go. And I counted, it was like a 70 or 80 second pit stop. So my wife went to bed, so I popped up and like sprinted back to the bathroom, used it, and made it back before they were done. I was like, okay, that's a good one.
I kind of wish they'd make that way for all endurance races, just to let that happen if it needs to.
Yeah, I mean, I like the... I mean, I think that one... Because it was about 4 hours, like, it's like 4 hours, 4 hours, 20 minutes, something like that. That one's probably about the extent of what I can do solo.
Yeah.
And at least with that kind of concentration. Like, doing Daytona is its own thing, but, like, it's not quite as physically demanding. But, dude, I did that, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to do NURBS this year? Get the yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be so bad. It's in a month too. Like, I actually kind of have to get my ass going on that.
Oof.
It's like, man, I thought I had a 19. It's like a 03.
And I'm looking at the sign-up sheet is very, very
empty.
GT3 heavy.
I haven't even looked at it yet. Actually, when I did look at it, it was empty.
There's 4 people in it now.
What do you want to drive?
Right now I've got the GT4 Beamer. I picked the Civic twice, which is stupid. Both of the TCRs, and I have the Mustang at the end, but I'd rather not do the Mustang. I just don't want to do the
I was kind of thinking the M2 might be fun just because it's easier, but still rear-wheel drive, but still handles okay in the wet.
I didn't want to. I don't like the M2, which is that's just personal me bitching about it.
But I have the M4.
Yeah, we need bodies. It's right now because Lucas wants P-Cup, the Ferrari, the Mustang, nothing else. Kellen and Tynor
Porsche guys
they've got the Beamer, the GT3 Beamer, the Porsche, P-Cup, Mercedes, Porsche GT4, Ferrari. And it's just
what minimum number of bodies would you want on a team?
You can't do that one. you can't do that without 4. But I know if I asked Pat, he'd be like, well, we could do it with 3. 2 maybe. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, Pat. When I was going to run it with him 2 years ago, he was like, we could do it with 3. And I was like, dude, I can't give you 8 hours there. Like, I just can't do it. He's like, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I'm like, we're only going to triple stint the nights. Like, we're going to triple stint tires at night. And you're just going to be in the car for, like, you're just going to do 1 night stint. I'm like, Pat, what the fuck are you talking about? That's insane.
Yeah, that's wild.
But I mean, we know how it gets. Like, I did Indy with him, and that was very, very fun. But it's just, it is what it is. I would want 4. I think you run into problems with. How many do we have for Daytona, Shane? 5? Was it 5 or was it 6?
Yeah, because Pete popped in for a bit. Kellen, you, me. Who's the other guy? Yeah, we have 5, I think.
Yeah, I think that was I needed to. Well, people's schedules made that really difficult because it was like, oh, you did a stint, and then 11 hours later you're going to race again. And it's like, well, I mean, okay, like that's its own level of frustration, but I think 4 is the right number.
We had 3 for the 12-hour, and that.
Yeah, I think
I didn't enjoy that. But that was different circumstances.
Yeah, I think I actually like 3 for 12-hour races. Like 3 is right for Sebring and Petit. Like I don't have any qualms about that.
No,
I think
that was
3
fine.
3 is probably too many for the 6-hour races, but you can get it done.
It depends if you're hanging out and spotting, or if you're just coming in to drive and then pissing off.
Well, yeah, I mean, Troy, Phillip, and I hang around most of the time. Given what you can, I mean, we're not going to expect everybody to stay there, but.
Oh no, but I think the way that we did Daytona, so that not everyone stayed, but someone stayed, so there was always someone there. Gave plenty of time for breaks and sleep and stuff.
Yeah,
I didn't expect that dramatic of a crash story.
That's what you need for those long races. You need to be able to give people time and space. So we'll see. I think the Nürburgring is probably 4. I do 4. If we don't have enough signups, like we'd have to see what the numbers are looking like.
This league never disappoints.
In what way?
Well, I thought 20s were fast, but I knew the guys would be faster, and we got 18.5s up on the board.
Yeah, it's nutty. So, I mean, I don't know. Troy, how many would you be comfortable with in the next 2 minutes before you have to go talk to everybody? If you
I don't know, man. I would say minimum of 4.
Yeah, I agree.
That track, man. Ugh.
Well, that's the thing. I usually wouldn't put the sheet out this early, but I kind of want to be like, guys, we need like, I might put that out tomorrow, because I'm out of town this weekend.
Yeah.
And just be like, guys, like we need. I want to get interest in now. Like if you're even a little bit interested, put it down so that way we can kind of be like, all right, cool. Like, these are the cars we're running.
Yep.
So we have a month to actually sit down and run it. Like, I don't want to do the like, it's the week of like. Let's try to make teams.
Very active tonight, isn't it?
It just kind of needs to be one of those things.
So we got races coming up.
It's too long.
But that'd be cool. We'll do some endurance racing. Get those on the stream. We did.
I would definitely maybe put a checkbox in there that are you willing to.
Did Daytona beginning of the year. Did a lot of fun. That was awesome. Had a great time. I think we finished 7th. And then we did the Bathurst 12-hour. Was less successful. A lot of rain. Got a lot of rain practice at both of those races, actually. But, yeah, I want to do more endurance racing, so it'll be fun.
Really good stuff this year.
Welcome into everybody.
Pull the
West
whole,
Coast Racing League race.
GT3.
Isn't there the Portimao TCR race, too?
No, it's Portimao, HPD, GT1, and GT2.
That's right.
It's just,
that's right.
I want to run that in the Aston. That's gonna be so fun. And Suzuka's the November GT3 races. It's at Suzuka now instead of Fuji, I'll run that. I'll drive that one for sure. That's way easier than Fuji. Like, it's at least a good track to drive.
I prefer Fuji. Well, I prefer Fuji. Even with the I used to hate Fuji with the chicane, and then I did some prototype races and learned it sucks less.
In prototypes, yeah. But in the GT cars, I don't like it. Because we've got Indy and Watkins and Petite. Obviously, I want to run Petite. We'll see about Spa. I'll put a sheet up for Spa. I could run that again, but I thought that was fun. Spa was good.
Spa's a good one to drag new people who are interested into a 24-hour race.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, I'm going to go to a driver's meeting.
You got this.
Okay, everybody, welcome to Thursday Night GT3, brought to you by Gripworks and Outlap. Tonight we have 40 minutes at Road Atlanta. So for qualifying, we have 10 minutes, 3 flying laps to get your best laps. Please no last to first challenges. Please try and make at least 1 lap. You get an X on every lap. You know, it's not a big deal, but please attempt it. Then we move on to the race, and we have our start. It is a rolling start, usually a full pace lap here. Go on green. Wait for the green flag to go if you're the leader. Everybody else do the same thing. You know, coming down that back long stretch, get in good formation, keep it tight up until the green flag. Not try to be accelerating and braking down that straight. Hopefully your tires are pseudo warm at that point, but let's try and not get a big concertina effect on that back straight. Let's keep it tight, nose to tail, keep a good formation, and then everybody goes on green flag. Nobody leaves a gap. Nobody tries to jump the green flag. Just wait for the green flag to drop and then go. Start racing. Remember, first lap is an orange lap. Penalties will be doubled. So please take it easy, especially here. You are going to have full tires. Turn 1 is slick. Turn 2 and 3 are slick, and it's all the way down the S. So take it easy, you know. Don't go 3 wide into turn 2. Let's be chill about things, you know. We don't have to go 3, 4 wide. Go too wide. If you see somebody wrecking, which is probably going to happen, give them space. If you do go off, rejoin safely. If it's on the first lap, you're probably going to want to let people pass you and find an empty track at the back of the pack and then rejoin. It's going to be ugly. This track is tight, so be careful on that out. First lap, take it easy, let the tires warm up, then start racing hard on lap 2. But let's not do anything crazy on lap 1. We will double penalties. You do get 1 fast repair, so if you do get damage, you can pit, get that fast repair taken in, and rejoin the race. Please no voice chat during the race. Leave that up for race control. Don't call anybody out. You know, don't complain about a rejoin or somebody doing something silly. Just, if you need to, file an incident. That link is in the settings channel under GT3, so after the race, you've got 24 hours, file your incidents. Somebody collects you and, you know, smashes you off the track, file the incident. Yeah, stewards will review those. this weekend, and we'll get those out as quickly as possible. Also note, after race, please don't jump in Discord and start trash talking or, getting upset with somebody. Let the incidents take care of it, just leave everything to positive in there. Okay, so post-race we talked about incidents. You got 24 hours for those. Take it easy after the checkered flag. Find the group where everybody's stopping and doing a group photo. We cannot clear black flags, so if you do something silly, that's on you. We won't clear them, and you'll get a penalty and drop in the points. I believe Chad Henson has a drive-through. Yes, Chad has a drive-through, and that looks like that's it. So Chad, you cannot serve it on lap 1 or 2. It has to be on lap 3. So on lap 2, you can't dive into the pits. It's got to be that 3rd lap when you do that. So please take that into effect. Please, in text chat, just acknowledge that you heard me say that. You've got a drive-through tonight. Other than that, everybody have a good race, and good luck.
Thanks, Mitch.
Yep.
Thank you. Anytime after lap 3. Obviously not like the last 2 laps. It's probably not a good idea either, but anytime after lap 3.
I think I find the pickup car easier to drive than this one now.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It's at least like easier to know what the car wants.
I jumped in the Mustang after the pickup and immediately went faster, so yay pickup.
Cool. I think the big thing is you're just driving slower. Like that turn 1 here, you're going much faster.
You got to back everything up a little bit in the pickup to get it around the corners.
Yeah,
least
so I
I
just
do.
like found it was being quick on turn 1 on the pickup, but it didn't feel as like on the edge compared to this car, which it's like wants to grip up in random spots.
What are you driving, Scott?
The Porsche.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a different beastie to the Cup.
Yeah.
I feel like the GT3 Porsche's got more front end. Better grip at the front.
Oh yeah.
The weight's
definitely.
different. Weight distribution's different.
Well, it's also a V8, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I mean, the motor's a bit different and electronics.
And it's further forward in the chassis.
Yep.
It's still a flat 6.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It is?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I like the RSR.
Oh, the RSR's, that thing's a beast. I love that car too, Sean.
Also, I have a hard time getting 7 right. I think it was easier to be on the edge in the pickup.
Yeah, Mustang just wants to plow out there. I gotta really concentrate on trail braking in, but it seems better if I do that.
Yeah, I'm either under the limit or over it. I can't seem to find it.
It's only the most important corner on the track.
Exactly. Like, that's why I feel so slow today.
I driving the Formula Light last night with a broken right rear suspension, which made it on the limit all the time, was actually a really cool learning experience. Because like every corner that has any speed at all, you're on the limit and dancing. So it was like you get to practice a lot. Good luck, guys.
Do that all the time.
I'll pass on that kind of practice.
Good luck, everyone.
Good luck, everyone.
Good luck, guys. I have a question to ask in a little bit, but
42.
not quite.
Welcome to Road Atlanta. We're qualifying. Oh, holy crap! I think it's an outlap. Turn the wheel. No turny. It just really doesn't want to get around that corner. There's reef the handbrake. We'll be right. I don't have one.
Ready, green flag, green flag.
What's it? Temperatures. It's not that hot. Very low grip. Yeah. Same for everybody. That's alright. Just drive the track, monkey. Yeah. Hit it that way. A little bit. Yeah, yeah. I like that better. It was nice. Get a lap together with you, monkey. That's nice. too much cut, boy. Now we got a third lap. I would like to get in the top 20 if we can. That'd be nice. Stop braking like it's a supercar, super formula.
Checker.
Gonna run to the restroom. Be right back. Uh, 3 minutes remaining, and then we got grid. Hit the restroom. Be right back.
Sorry.
No worries.
Is now an appropriate time to ask what Chad was asking about?
I answered him.
Oh, so he knows it's any time after lap 2?
Yeah, and I told him not the last 2 laps either.
Okay. Yeah, I've started explaining it as the entire process has to be completed after lap 2, and pulling into the pits is part of the process.
Yeah.
Just so hopefully people get the idea.
I'll add some notes to my notes.
Nah, you're good, dude.
Okay. It's dark next to that side, right?
I am super slow here.
Yeah, I'm still missing a bunch of time on the same track for some reason.
Yeah, I think it's the worst quality I've had all season.
Have you tried going faster?
Yes, and that puts me into the wall. So stop that.
Okay. Have you tried about going faster safely?
No, why would I do that? Jesus Christ, Luke, come on.
Yeah, I'm asking for a lot, I know.
I know. Seriously. No, I find it's a... Go ahead.
Nah, sorry.
I find there's like a lot of carrying speed through turns and sliding it through rather than fully braking or accelerating through the turn.
Actually, I was going to tell you the opposite. You're going to find oodles of time here if you overslow for 2 or 3, whichever the one at the top of the crest. If you overslow for 2, 5, and 7, yeah. If you 3, 5, and 7, if you overslow and get good exit, like focus on good exits there, and you just find heaps and heaps of time.
So I saw that in a trace. I was looking at a lap trace, and I saw the person was braking significantly more than me. And I was like, okay, I'm going to aim for exit speed out of those corners and, like, not waiting to get on the gas, but, like, slow it down adequately, turn it, gun it.
Yeah, you need to use the inside curbs. Like, you need to use the outside curb on the entry of 5 and the inside curb, like, mid-corner. And don't just like every other
the
car.
outside curb.
Don't touch the outside curb parallel to it because it will kill you.
Yeah.
Because it is perfect. It is splitter height.
Yeah, you will smack the sidewall of that tire against that thing and you're going to die.
It makes me act like a pinball, so I hit the right with the splitter and it throws you to the left, which launches you up into the wall. I've done that enough times that I know the sequence of events.
It's not a good time.
Isn't that called like a double axle?
Yeah, with a Mongo half twist. The AMG was really good at banging the splitter on that.
No, it's if you ever watch figure skating, like they have a triple axle and a double axle is like the way they land on the opposite foot they took off with. So that's anyway.
I used to know that stuff.
It was. It gives you textbook tank slappers.
Yeah, don't do it. It
You'll
hurts.
be on 1 to go.
Good luck, have fun.
Make sure you get yourself
Good
something to
luck,
drink.
Sean.
Absolutely. Yep. Have fun is the most
Happy to see you're here, buddy.
Yeah,
Closed.
sure.
Closed.
Welcome
You
to the
run
West
nerves
Coast
with us,
Racing
Sean?
League's Thursday night GT3
What's that,
league
sorry?
race. We are at
So you're gonna
Road
run
Atlanta,
nerves with
40
us?
minutes.
That's such a good answer.
I'm going to be doing it. I'm going to do the. Well, did you mean like endurance wise or just with this?
Endurance, the
He
24.
means the 24.
Oh no, never mind.
With friends.
Yeah, I don't even know the track.
That's how you
Well,
learn.
I know it by the
After
end.
24
yeah.
hours, you will.
After that, you will definitely. I completely agree.
I don't know the track either, and yet, here we are. Oh, I've got quite the group around me. There's this Troy guy up there, Lilac's around, Chad's over here, Brandon.
You remember when I was feeling fast? Sitting here in 32nd.
I feel like this is the best lap I've ever done at this track. What's it get you? 32nd. God damn it.
Yep.
Yeah, mine was my best lap in a long time, and I got 20.
I still remember the time. It was, I guess that was 2 years ago when we were doing Troy, Sean, and I forget who the fourth guy was. We're all gonna do Sebring, the Sebring 12 together, and
Alright, looks like you're going to be lining up behind
we got to the GT3
behind
race
24.
for Sebring,
Alright, looks like you're going to be lining
and we
up
were like,
behind
oh yeah, like,
199.
I was like, I've been
Looks like
practicing
you'll
for
be lining
this,
up
like,
behind
I really
32,
think I'm gonna do good, like, came out there for league qualifying
We
and
need to be
qualified,
behind
like,
the 22,
might as well have been
behind
dead
the
last, and I was like,
63.
what the fuck? What happened?
You're going to line up behind the 55. You're going to be lining up behind the 55.
All right, well, have fun. See you guys after the race.
Yep. Good luck, guys.
Good luck, everybody.
May your tires and the collisions be in your favor.
You're behind the 55.
Speaking of which, clear of tires. We're not taking tires.
Line up behind
We'll
the
just
55.
melt the ones we have. We will.
The mid-pack needs to catch up. Somebody remind me, I'll put an insert report in for that.
We need to get these stewards some better brooms.
I haven't
Still
put
so
any
much,
incident report
gravel.
since yesterday.
Yeah, we're working on that. That is a discussion that we're having.
Inning between sessions.
Yeah. In between sessions, I kind of want to see. Those are discussions for a different avenue or a different channel, but I have some thoughts. Nothing bad, but just thoughts. Anyway.
Got rear-ended.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Nearly made
I
sure.
don't think it's too much damage.
I was fumbling with my radio a little bit. If you have problems throughout the race, just let me know and I'll get on the
Good luck, guys.
Good luck.
Ready, green flag, green flag. Right side. Clear. Right side. Clear, clear, clear. Right side. Quarter. Clear. Right side. Clear, clear, clear. On your right. Clear. Right side. Clear. One on the right side. Clear. On your right. Clear, clear. Right side. Clear, clear. Right side, clear.
That was fun.
That was something.
No, Sean, what happened?
Avoid a wreck.
Well,
Into the grass. Unsafe pit entrance, 40 seconds, wheel damage into the wall.
oh my god. I'm sorry, buddy.
I avoided the wreck into the wreck. A little bit right hand down, but might be okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't have pit, except I was already in the pit.
Here I am spinning sideways while I'm here. No, they let me lose it in the last corner. They can't all be winners. We do, we have been doing better. Actually, I love better on GT3s. Not tonight. We'll get a free car, go back out. See where we end up, but we'll be at least a lap down. It's a brand new car!
I almost got a brand new car.
Come on, fellas. We can do better than that. Come on.
This Acura is insane in the streets. of steep.
Lighting's nice. We've had some bad luck, but we're still here for a good time. If we can get that 19,
Wish
we'd be
there was a
aiming
fifth
at.
car, but we gotta remember this is not more than a few weeks.
I'm just gonna go home now.
Yikes, dude.
Some days you're the bug, some days you're windshield.
Sorry, Shane.
I was all by myself. 5 spat me out for some reason, even though I was back in the corner up to come out fast. All tires. It's okay, it's not one of my main series. I think I've only got one scoring race so far this season. But the action at the front seems kind of interesting. Actually, that's 15th.
Troy and I are just pounding around behind my leg.
I'm happy right here.
I am too. For now.
Don't believe his lies.
Ooh, that's not pretty. That was the fresh.
Well, Lilac's not here to believe him or not believe him.
That is pretty, at least. That lighting. So other than being a little low grip, the car did feel really good, but I probably pushed a little hard, a little fast, and it spat us out round about there. Alright, so it looks like it bobbled on the way in. This car looks pretty. You know, graphics look great. Yeah, back the corner up to try and get a good run because I was trying to not come as far over the curb because it can do this. But I'm gonna suggest I open the hands just a little too much.
I
Maybe
feel like
came
I'm
up.
driving the shit out of this car, but yeah, I'm gaining no time to get back up to the pack.
It settled there, and then yeah, it just bobbled. Try something. Just curious to see how this will look as a short. If we, oh, I can't do that, can I? I need keys to be able to make it go slow. But it would get rid of the framing. It would, behind, there wasn't anyone behind us. Not close enough to see. Smoke. I might be gone by the time he gets there. I think I just hit that curb wrong and it shifted us out. Even though we were trying to take it a little bit easier. Am I gone? Nope. We're there. We're there. We're there. Still there. All right. Now, guys out front. No, he's not. Third. Ooh, I didn't know that was that exciting. Yeah, if you're just joining us, we got crashed out. Well, we crashed ourselves out after a little bit of help earlier on. So we're just supporting the folks and looking at some really cool racing up front.
Go, man, go, go, go. Hard, hard, hard.
Yeah, no, we're not going to get any points, so... This is like our 4th series and our worst car. We're here for fun and support. Mostly fun. And we've had some great races this week at Road Atlanta. This one just didn't work out. So Acura, Lambo, Acura, top 5. That's a good battle. Guy and Gherkin. No! Some good battles going on. Shit, what happened to the guy? Hi, I got a Lambo square in my rear view mirror. Oh! They're on it. Oh, 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 nope. There goes Guy. Oh, and he slid back on. That was nifty. See that. That was minimizing lost time. Definitely. All right. There are a lot of Acuras out there. That's why I drive the Mustang, because I was starting in the Porsche. There were too many Porsches, so I don't like it when everyone's running the same car. That's what we got P-Cup for. I like the different cars. Makes it interesting. Alright, I'll be right back. Put it on, let's put it on exciting and see what happens. Oh yeah, I crashed out twice. My okay. My bus I got like them. I was done. That being said, all this I was setting new lap records for me. Almost fits under there. Shows me what I need. Yeah. I can click on everything else around. Very good. Get Comfy? Did you prompt him on the chair? Gonna redo all the doors now? Luke's best lap's half a second faster than mine. Go behind him. He's got Matt. Oh, Matt's behind him. So many Acuras.
It's insane.
What's your TC set to, Luke?
3.
I'm just riding with you at the moment. Sorry for the added weight.
You're fine. You're not gonna get any interesting attacking content with me, but
No, but it's fun watching you chase those Acuras down.
I wish I was chasing them down.
Wow. It's been relatively static last 2 laps.
It doesn't feel that way. But Larkin's also catching me, which kind of adds to the feeling.
Yep, noticed that. Speaking of drivers quietly becoming monsters.
What are you saying, Troy?
I don't know how any of those guys were behind us.
Yeah, I don't know what happened in quali for them. I know I can give Matt a good fight in straight combat. I'll lose, but I don't have to work for it. Marius just pushed me into a mistake.
I figured just get close and deafen them with a V8 roll.
It's worth a shot.
And get your little turbo V6s out of the way, V8 coming through.
I better run out of 7 would help. This is going to be the most interesting portion of this, the next 2 laps.
I was having a bit of luck on rotation by clipping the inside of 7. using a little bit of the rumble?
Yeah, I'm just having my own issues with it. I had a line that did work. Oh, Marius, what a move. Holy shit.
I think it just went wide, so it was relatively easy.
Didn't look relatively easy from back here.
Well, I was able to put it side by side, and then having the inside into turn 3 helps a lot.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's like real estate. Location, location, location.
Also free. Stick to the track. There we go. Oh, well, that sucks.
Slid through?
That was too far forward. Boys. Wow, that's hideous. I can't believe I did that.
Definitely a lot of different names show up for this race that you don't see usually.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go to a different view. Mix it up a little bit. Let's see what's going on through the field. How's Mike doing up front?
And I overfilled by a lap. Jesus.
That's Mike. It was Mike. Oh, he's got a 3.4 second lead on Gherkin. Brian's running third, and McLaren. There certainly is a lot of Acuras in the top 10. Acura, Acura, McLaren, Acura, BMW, Acura, Lamborghini, Acura, Acura, Porsche. Now in the first few races of the season, they were all Porsches. Yet you're only allowed to change cars twice without a point penalty. How does that work? I don't know. I changed cars once, so I can change again. I can change one more time, and if I change, then it's a 100-point penalty, but I've only got 45 points, so it doesn't really matter, so I'm going to race what I want. That being said, I'm trying to stick to the Mustang so I get better at it. You know. Practice, perfect, those sort of things. Nice move. Mike lapping Jesse. Mike Bowen 4, that is. We have 2 Mike Bowens in the series. They hadn't met each other before. They are not related. Yet, ironically, they're both really, really fast in the same cars. They have around about the same iRating. And they became really good friends.
I don't use my lights button often.
You're pushing it extra hard.
No, I just hit it once. I wanted to let Marcel know that I needed him to skedaddle. I blew that.
So maybe we should suggest that Mike Bowen 3 becomes number 333 and Mike Bowen 4 becomes 444 instead of 222.
Oh, nighttime.
Alright, turns 10, A and B. There you go, the flying ducks. Or the geese. Honk, honk, geese. Which I guess for the Canadians, probably a compliment. That's a good looking livery of the Motul. Ooh. Hey? What? Hit for repairs? Who? Shouldn't be us. We weren't in the car. What the? Apparently my car just blew up in the pits.
Yeah, if you let it sit there and idle too long, it does. They do explode.
There you go. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's really important in endurance races if you're trying to fix a pretty big a pretty big set of damage. No, Troy, no, no.
I might be able to finish.
I sympathy drove way off the grass there, so that's fantastic.
I think my car's all right.
That's amazing, actually.
Guy had a really good save earlier. Came spearing off turn 1, kept the foot in it, and came out turn 2.
That's honestly the best way to try to save anything. That's really annoying.
Oh, I cut it just with. Oh, come on. Really?
White flag.
I had that pretty well covered until I didn't.
You let a Porsche go by?
Oh man, sorry Michael, but I was taking that spot.
I got light over 3 and just had to take the access road to survive. I had to make him work really, really hard for that too.
Is that the GOG? Alright, and everyone pulls down for the photo.
I can't compete with that traction out. I'll carry that much fuel next time. It's a Sea Acura's up here. God damn. It's a Sea Acura's up here.
Yeah,
God damn. It's a Sea Acura's up here.
Checker flag, bud.
Yeah, there are a few. Blue light under my arm. Alright, I'm gonna go raid Swank after this.
I got replay.
Thanks, sir.
Look at that, beautiful. Everyone gathered for the photo.
I ran into a wall early. I didn't get a black flag, but I had to get back from here. It was too bad.
Yeah, there's a couple incidences out there.
Yeah, Michael, sorry about that run-in with you. We'll have to look at it, but I really wanted to get past you.
I know you do, but I was trying to be like, there's no door. There's no door. You made a door.
I adored you. Is that what you're saying?
All right.
Well, I mean, like, I don't
Raid
Yeah,
Swank, then
I
we'll
need
come
to
back.
look at that. I think I just plowed you.
Yeah.
Ooh, you have to pay extra for that. Don't you? Don't you think your girl is as hot like me? All right, thank you. This has been West Coast Racing League race. We didn't have a great race tonight, but we still had a good time hanging out with some friends. Enjoyed that, not a problem. We'll be back for our normal stream on Saturday, unless I get really antsy and just want to go race tomorrow because I got a new rig and everything's fun. But in the meantime, I'm going to send you over to Drew Swank. We can say hi. I just crashed out of here. Go say hi to the Swank man. All right, thank you very much. We'll catch you on the next one.
Incoming raid
Can you believe
detected.
BustaWrench just raided.
BustaWrench. Hey, thanks so much, Busta. Once again, that's your second raid in recent time. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thanks so much. Welcome in here, guys. Welcome in, wrenches. Busta's wrenches. That's kind of what chat is to sim racers, dude. It's like a bunch of, it's just the engineering squad, you know, which is great. It's kind of, honestly, that's anytime I do offline racing for in LMU, I'm always like thinking of I always like run it through. I'm like, is this race doable without my pit crew squad? You know? And I'm like, can I even do this race with like without being distracted? You know, it's tough. I'll tell you, it's tough. The ADHD, right? You guys provide a certain level of feedback that I need in order to stay focused. You know, it's weird. I can't explain it, but it's the perfect match, right? I can't, but a lot of you guys, and you may be like this, Busta, which is I can't talk to people in Discord. If there's another human being talking to me while I'm driving, oh, dude, unless it's a crew chief person. If it was a crew, like a professional crew chief, like AI guy, who's like really get in, get out, right? Give me the deets, get out, right? I'm not talking to you. You know, you're telling me information, right? That's how it'd have to be. Right, I ain't talking to you, crew chief.